this. You've had, this will be the third offensive coordinator in 3 years, and you like continuity, you like consistency. Are you concerned about this? And how much input do you have on hiring these people?
Well, for the first question, I'm not really concerned about the continuity factor because, Jack, in an odd way or in an abstract way, we have had continuity here. With the truth is, when we got into the season the first year, Todd was really running the offense. Last year, Charlie was here, and that was really the same offense. This year, you know, with Bill Muir being the offensive coordinator, Bill's been here. This is his third year here. We've all worked together before. This offensive system, the system isn't changing. Perhaps the person calling the plays and the leader in some of the meetings are different. You can't get too caught up in change of people as long as systems and philosophies and processes are remaining the same. You know, we go back to, you look at good teams and successful teams that once they start having success, they will lose people, they will lose assistant coaches, they'll lose scouts, they'll lose directors of player personnel. And if you have people that are promoted from within the system, although the face changes, the philosophy hasn't changed. So the answer to the question is yes, there's a change in the face, but the philosophy isn't really changing that greatly. The terminology isn't changing, the playbook isn't changing. Sure, it's you know, we make some tweaks to it every year, but it's going to remain the same.
But Bill Muir, I don't think in the past had been in a play calling role. Does that mean that Todd's going to take that over, or?
Todd hasn't made the final decision on that. And you know, Bill was the offensive coordinator down in Tampa Bay under Coach Gruden, actually, and when they won a Super Bowl. So Bill was the offensive coordinator there, but everyone knows that John was probably largely responsible for what was called. And again, the way things, it seems to be this large focus on who's calling the plays. The reality is there's so much input from the leadership group on each coaching staff that yes, someone has to finally make a final decision on it. But I know that Bill had a great deal of input into what we were doing, as does Mo Carthon, as does Todd, and collectively that group, and there's different times and different situations where, you know, I know that there were times in plays where Bill Muir would make a suggestion, that's what we would go with. And the same thing happens on a lot of different staffs.
How do you feel personally? Who should be calling the plays? Should it be the head coach or the coordinator?
I don't have a strong feeling. Whoever is the best person to do it in the situation. I think my personal feeling is if you have a good group of people together that know what they're doing and they work well together, sometimes, again, having that, it's just like in my role in what I do, I don't have all the answers or all the right answers sometimes. Sometimes I lean on other people who might have a better feel during certain situations that really help me make a decision and or change my decision. And it's not, one of the things we try not to get caught up on big picture wise is it's not who's getting the credit or the blame for making the decision. It's about getting to the right decision. Don't worry about who's making the decision, worry about getting to the right decision. And that's really more important. So whether it's the head coach, whether it's the coordinator, whether the running back coach or the assistant head coach has the best idea, whatever that whole, because it's never a static situation. Things evolve and change, and sometimes people have a different feel for things, and you let those people do their jobs.
You know, when you...
As long as I'm not calling the plays, then we're doing all right.
Well, maybe we'll find out. Maybe you'll have to.
We don't want that, Jack. We don't want that.